It's almost over for the summertime. I'll be home in a minute. She feed me good when it's supper time. Damn, I admit it. I'd rather be with you than to be with them. Wasting money, girl, ain't winning. You changed how I feel from the beginning. I'm tired of living life full of sitting on.
Welcome everybody. How y'all doing? It's James Inniss. I'm back for another edition of my little video blogs of my travels. I'm holding the camera up because I want y'all to see the iconic Junior Cheesecake place here in New York City. So I just wanted to big that up real quick. And now it's me. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is another one of my travel vlogs. This is my travel to New Orleans, Louisiana, a city that I instantly fell in love with. If it wasn't the music, if it wasn't just the culture, if it wasn't the food, New Orleans is an amazing city. I'm glad I got the chance to go. I have a really close friend of mine who's from Baton Rouge but went to school in New Orleans, so he was out there with me. So I actually had a bit of a local with me, so it was really good to have that experience. And everybody just enjoy it. Once again, I apologize for it being in portrait and not in landscape. These are pretty much getting close to the end of those videos. The newer ones will be shot in landscape, so look forward to that. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things people are supposed to say. You can do it if you want. If not, whatever. Lastly, I just want to shout out my mushroom shirt. You see that? This is from a spot in New Orleans, right off of the Tulane University campus that I picked it up at. So I just want to shout that place out as well. Thank you, and I'll see y'all on the next trip. This was a domestic trip, so no glow, but I was on a plane. I actually was disappointed by seeing something for Deepwater the second I got off the flight, but whatever. Ride past Mercedes-Benz Superdome, just on my tourist move. Something that blew me away. They had the Book of Mormon in the hotel. I'm with the homie, and I'll get into that later, but he took me to a restaurant called Commerce. Po' boy, out of this world. One of the reasons why I wanted to go to Louisiana and New Orleans, because of its history. You know me, I like places with history, so coming down to New Orleans was more than just eating food. And they actually have like these old school trains that still run, you know. And this is right on the side, as you'll see, of the Mississippi River. I really wanted to come to New Orleans because of the history. If you know me, you know I love places with history. This is the mighty Mississippi River. I literally sat here for about an hour just taking it in, like what that Mississippi River means to me as a black man, you know, and the role it played in the transatlantic slave trade. And right here, you'll see, this is still on the bank of the Mississippi. They still have these like public belt. You see what that is? These old school trains and train tracks and stuff. Like, I live in New York. We have Amtrak. This ain't what an Amtrak looks like. And then just the old history. I think I like the mix of French history with American history here. Like, the buildings just, it reminded me of Cartagena a lot, being like in the French Quarter in downtown. Even though Cartagena is Spanish, not French, I know, but still, it has that same kind of feel. Like with a few of these videos, I wish I had foresight, right? And I made these videos on purpose, because then I would have remembered the names of everywhere. One of my absolute positive favorite things about New Orleans is being outside and music playing absolutely everywhere. And not music playing, people playing music, real music, dancing, enjoying. Like, this is a regular Wednesday outside, I want to say. I don't know what day of the week it was, but this isn't anything special. This is just what it's like down in the French Quarter. singing, real instruments, real musicians, real artistry. Like this, like people love New Orleans for the food. I loved it for this, for the music, for the art, for the culture. This is something, I've been a lot of places, never have I seen anything like this. And I shouldn't say seen anything like this, experienced anything like this, felt anything like this, because that's what it is when you're in New Orleans and when you're traveling. You don't look at things, you don't see things. You need to experience these things, you need to feel these things. And New Orleans has an abundance of it. I spent most of my time in New Orleans during the day chilling. And I don't mean on the beach like normal, I mean outside, listening to these people, up the energy, up the vibrations, up the frequency. All of those positive things you want to speak about, French Quarter in New Orleans. And I also love the diversity of the people. Not just the, I mean, you look at the band. It's not a bunch of black guys, it's not a bunch of white guys, a bunch of Asian guys. No, it's everybody working together, doing their thing, playing their instrument, a piece to the whole. You gotta love this. And it's not just the instruments. This young lady was out there killing it. Like just herself and the microphone. I mean, killing it. You gotta, energy in New Orleans is something. Right? Like I'm from New York, I always say this. So people, they're panhandlers, I work in Times Square in New York, to be honest with you. Nobody in Times Square can hold a candle to what these people down in Bourbon Street in New Orleans are doing. Matter of fact, Times Square, New York people, y'all gotta step y'all game up, alright? No more Elmo suits, no more selling fake CDs. I need to actually do something out there, alright?
Oh, yes it will. Thank you.
And a little side note, when you go to New Orleans and you go with your homeboy who's the star player at Tulane, you know what I mean? You go pop up and visit his school real quick. So I was fortunate to be able to visit New Orleans with a really, really good friend of mine by the name of David Gomez. Here you see him right now. He played basketball at Tulane. He's from Baton Rouge. So he was kind of the tour guide for me. And yeah, that's Derrick Rose's Memphis team he's balling against. I think he had like 30. As everybody knows, there's all kind of French history. So the French market it's just like an open air market that you'll find other places. But this one has been around for a lot longer. Where we at, DG?
French market.
There's a park dedicated to just the legends of New Orleans, which is dope. Music legends. You see me taking a picture of it, so that was cool. And then right back into it. You know, we running around at night. Music everywhere still. You know, you see the homie putting on. You only got to do is right.
Where you at right now, J. Mike?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Walking around, open container,
you can
baby.
walk around. I don't even drink.
Yup.
But since I'm here, when in Rome. I was really hyped for St. Charles Ave just because of Monopoly. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I don't know what it is about seeing trolley cars right around in the middle of the night, but kind of fire. Louis Armstrong Park. It's actually in the Treme neighborhood, which I didn't know, you know, the HBO show. But what's most important of it, it is what used to be called Congo Square, or part of it is what used to be called Congo Square. And it is a place back in slavery days where the Africans were dropped off, basically, and the slave selling was done, but also a lot of the music and spiritual practices were done there. That's where a lot of the Africans lived until they were sold, I guess is the right way to say it, even though it's wrong to say, whatever. But this park holds a big significance to black people in Louisiana and New Orleans specific. And then I made my way over to the Tree of Life at Audubon Park. I had never heard of it. They told me Beyonce shot a video here once I was there, but it's actually a really dope, really cool old tree. I climbed it, as you can see. The homie down bottom. He climbed it too, and he's 6'8", and I'm 6'3". I don't know if anybody could put that together, but we're not little guys climbing this tree. I'm up a tree though. I climbed this shit.
There's more trees.
You can't explain being in old trees, old places like this. It's just a different type of feeling. You know what I mean? So get out there, check that out if you can. Now this is my friend. Her name is Millie Raccoon, and I know because her and I are Instagram friends now. She was out there bodying it on her fiddle. I was calling it a violin. I've learned now it's a fiddle. So let's listen to my friend Millie rock for a little bit. Yeah, I said Millie rock. So New York. I don't know why I like live music and instruments so much, especially when it's being played like on the street with no microphones, no kind of amplifiers or anything. It's just so genuine and so real, and New Orleans was genuine and real. I guess those are the best two words to describe my experience. And I wasn't only there for 2.5 days, so it's not like I was there forever. And the art, I brought up art. There was art everywhere. People selling art, people actually painting. I actually took a step in with these people to show a few of the things that they had worked on and they were displaying. So you know I always like to show some love. Like she was literally painting the paintings outside and then putting them up for sale. It was dope. I've been around the world. I've brought paintings from different cities and stuff, but I've never seen somebody out actually painting while outside and then selling it immediately. More music, more music, more music. I'm not gonna lie. The last few minutes of this might all be music. I might not even talk. I might let y'all just enjoy. Man, New Orleans was great. And you'll always notice people putting money in the buckets or boxes or whatever. Nobody's just sitting around. Everybody's helping out because that's the point, right? And then I had to get the regular Bourbon Street flicks and footage and stuff like that, right? And to be honest, the street after Bourbon Street was way more fun than Bourbon Street, but that's another convo for another day for other non-drinkers. I literally almost missed my flight rocking with these young men and women. I think they're all men, but I think there's some women too. They were out there. I don't even know how long I was out there with them. You're going to see in this video though. My battery damn near died, and I had to run into the airport to catch my flight. I want to let y'all know that's how good these boys were. Man, excuse me. enjoy this just like I enjoy it. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna bring y'all here with me. You see the crowd? You see how many people came out? Like, they didn't come out. They stopped what they were doing to pay attention and watch the show. People are up top on the terraces. Like, this is just a regular day. This wasn't no Super Bowl weekend. This wasn't All-Star. This is just Tuesday in New Orleans on the street, in Bourbon Street. I'm not gonna say it's like this everywhere in the city, but this is what it's like in the Bourbon area. None of this is the same footage. I was out there rocking with them for like an hour, behind them, in front of them, in the mix. They let me in. Like, you gotta love NO, baby. Or Shouty, I should say. You gotta love NO, Shouty. I sounded crazy saying that New Orleans stuff, didn't I? even to the point, you can even see traffic is still coming. Cars are just in the way. There's mad people on the other side of this van right here. The show must go on. Different with the music out here, I'm telling you, like the same Times Square singing around. When my man on the scooter pulled up, I thought he was here to mess things up. He's 100% a part of the show. You saw him on the phone. He's here for real. This is life. This ain't no game, yo. You gotta love New Orleans, shout it. Alright, I was about to walk away from the juniors, and I just want to show y'all all the cop cars that are just wasting taxpayer money. Yeah. Oh. Yes. Just 15 cop cars sitting here with a bunch of police standing there doing nothing. That's why we're going to defund the police here in New York. But political stuff is for another video. Enjoy your day.